Alright, just woke up about 4 in the morning. I know this is a channel about wildlife photography, but I'm in the Swiss Alps, so we're gonna do some landscape photography today.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my comfort show. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
Made it! 1,808 meters up, but don't worry, we didn't walk all of it. Our village is 1,100 meters up, and we drove to about 1,400 meters up, so for the last 400 meters or so, we're pretty much straight up. Now this is a channel about wildlife, but I couldn't really come up here and not share this with you guys. So I'll be taking a little bit of landscape photos while we're up here. Right, so we went all the way up to the top, but the views in the direction that I've seen on the way up here were kind of obstructed by trees all the way up top. So we're gonna head back down kind of the next little plateau or level so we can get the views where the sun is gonna rise and I think the most impressive peaks are. So straight back down, it's only 5 minutes down, so continue there. I think these views are a little bit better. Alright, so I got my setup here, the Canon 7D on the 100-400 Mark II, and I mentioned about the image stabilization on this lens, which is really good, and I have a video where I talk about which setting I would use it for birds in flight. And this, setting it on a tripod and taking some landscape images, now quite early in the morning, so it's still quite dark, that's the time that I would just turn image stabilization off altogether, just so there's no chance that it will cause any kind of error or counter adjustment for the non-shakiness. And then I'm also going to be using, and then I'll also just use the shutter release cable. I'm going to take some photos of these tops over here. So that's me been rushing around for the last half hour trying to get some kind of composition in all of this. There's just a little bit too much almost. It's like I'm in candy shop, kid in a candy shop, whatever that saying is. It just looks absolutely amazing in all directions. and the light is just catching these hills really nicely. So hopefully I got some photos out of this that will look kind of good. And my settings, I mean, I've just been using manual exposure, ISO 100, f-stop 9, because I'm zooming so far away. What I'm shooting is so far away that I don't really need large depth of field. And then I've just been adjusting my shutter speed. And I've gone a little bit darker than what the camera recommends, just because in the beginning it was a very dark scene, and then just with a tiny bit of light hitting the tops of the trees. Shutter release cable, and I've been turning the image stabilization off since I have it on a tripod and some of the exposures were quite long. Other than that, I've just been trying to find composition. Sometimes I've been zooming in quite a bit with the 100-400, scaling back a little bit, and I've also been using this camera a little bit because that has a 15 to 45 millimeter lens on it. So I've just been hand holding that actually a little bit in the direction where the sun is kind of coming through the valley, and it looked really cool. So the rest is just silhouette, so I don't mind hand holding it then, because I was shooting at about 1/60th or 1/50th anyway. So yeah, worked out pretty good. And sorry, no wildlife photography today, but I thought I just had to show you guys this, and it might just be a little bit of a short video, but I thought this scenery here is just too good not to put into a video. So thank you guys for watching this, and usually this channel is all about wildlife photography, so if you enjoyed that sort of stuff then please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.